Springs are some of the most simple items in the game, and that is exactly why that they pair so well with other items, or themselves in this case. When sideways springs bounce on other springs, they act as a normal platform. We can scale this up to basically make bouncy platforms, and the bumpers can act as a safety net. But when the bumpers are acting like a safety net, this isn't very hard, like at all. So we need things to be a little bit more lethal. So the design for the bouncing platform was altered a little bit in the final level. So instead of having every single spring on a track, we have one platform on a track and all the springs are on that. The reason I did this was, one, it's a lot easier to make if I'm gonna be repeating this process over and over to make the level, but also it makes it so that the springs cannot get out of sync. And what I mean by that is, when we go along the level, sometimes the springs on different tracks would be loaded in at different times, and that would mess up the order of like the springs going up and down, so we would have this wave motion, and that's not what we want. We want one platform that goes up and down in unison. So the reason the platform fixes this is because it's only one thing on the track, so whenever the platform is loaded in, we know that everything will be going up and down in unison because the only thing that's going up and down is the platform. And here is the completed level, so let's get the power up, and under there you can see the platform and how that has affected how the mechanism works. And it fixed a lot of problems that I was having when I was making this. And that is why you always test your levels, is because you'll find out things that you didn't notice before. So now let's go ahead. Now the platforms are smaller and they're slightly out of sync. So yeah, let's get those coins over there. And there is one little Koopa on this island. Let's just throw this in here. Okay, that was a bad idea. I will not do that again. Oh, the save, the absolute save of a lifetime. That was not the save of a lifetime. We are back in action. Now let's hopefully get through this part. Well, I was gonna say unscathed, but that's not happening now. Okay. That is the hardest part in the first half of the level. And I did hide a little secret up here. I almost ran I almost ran right into that Goombrat, and I thought that I was safe, but it turns out I was not safe. You are never safe in any of my levels, especially if you're me. Can I get through this? Nope. Okay, I'll see you guys when I actually beat this. So the thing that's cool about this area is that it takes longer for the platform to rise up since I made the tracks longer. So if you want to increase the time it takes for the springs to go up and down, then you increase the track length, and if you want to make it go faster, you put wings on the springs. So this is the hard area with all the saws, and it's easier if you go faster. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. This is the final one. This is really hard. I beat it first try. I'm a god. I'm an absolute genius. I'm so amazing, and so humble too. Now we're finally at the end. Oh, well that's a tiny little oversight, but does not really matter since it's at the very end, and there we go. We beat the level, everything's good, and yeah, that's a pretty fun mechanic.